Thousands of demonstrators marched through Dublin, Ireland on October 4th, 2025 to mark the 2-year anniversary of the Gaza conflict. Protesters waving Palestinian flags and holding placards call for an end to what they describe as atrocities in Gaza and urge governments worldwide to take action. Participants included citizens from Ireland, the US, and Argentina, as well as Jewish activists, highlighting solidarity across nationalities and faiths. Placards and displays included lines of baby clothes representing the number of children killed and banners calling for international bans on Israel from sport bodies like UEFA and FIFA.
We are looking today at 2 years of Israel's global decline. How Palestine has become the biggest issue internationally over the past 2 years. And I think this balance is really imperative, whereby very often, and understandably so and correctly so, we would be focusing on the utter devastation in the Gaza Strip. But to only look at this myopically, to only look at this with one eye and consider the devastation in Gaza, whilst on the other hand, not looking at how the globe has changed for Palestine, I think would be doing this issue a disservice. And it is the developments on the outside that could have a very impactful bearing on what is happening on the inside. And I just want to highlight two very recent developments. Just over the weekend, we had Athletic Bilbao, the Spanish soccer team, welcoming Palestinians who came from Gaza and came to Spain for medical treatment. And the entire stadium was painted in Palestinian colors, and they were made the heroes of the show. Inconceivable for Palestine to get that kind of attention at a soccer game in the heart of Europe anytime before this genocide. And then we had the protest over the weekend in Amsterdam, I think yesterday, where 250,000 people turned up in Amsterdam, all colored in red. And Moin Rabbani commenting on this, saying that he grew up in the Netherlands during my youth. This was the most pro-Israel country, sometimes even more pro-Israeli than Israel itself. And it would be inconceivable for a protest of this size. And if there was a protest previously, it would be made up mostly of Muslims and Arab immigrants. But what he saw over the weekend, he says, I never anticipated that I would witness such scenes during my lifetime, and I am genuinely humbled. Israel has irreversibly lost the Dutch public, and future Dutch governments will find it increasingly difficult to hold the line on behalf of the genocidal apartheid regime.